Hello and welcome to the Money Rebel podcast. This is your host, Haley David, and it is my mission to help you be your own boss, rebel against your 9-to-5, and build a successful business that you actually love. In my world, I believe that business gets to be fun, easy, and profitable AF. This podcast is your go-to guide to help you start and build a business that will pave the way for your dream life. Join me every week as I chat about marketing tips, business strategy, industry trends, and life as an entrepreneur. So if you're ready to play by your own rules, attract more dream clients, and build your business to 6 figures and beyond, grab a drink and let's dive in. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Rebel podcast. This is your host, Haley David, and today I'm going to be talking about the 3 myths that people believe about starting a business. So myth number 1 that people believe is that starting a business is hard. And I am filing this one away as a myth because making money and growing your business truly doesn't have to be hard. I believe business gets to be fun and profitable as fuck. The VIP framework I teach in my one-on-one coaching program and in my courses teaches my clients how to build a business intentionally so that they are set up to succeed and so that their business is working for them and not against them. Now, don't get me wrong, starting a business is going to require you to work hard and stay committed to your goal. But that does not mean that starting your business is hard and really difficult. Inside of BYOB, I teach a very easy to understand framework that shows you exactly how to start your business. Essentially, all you need to start your business is knowing what business you're starting, the name, the legal and tax structure, and the services and prices that you are charging. That will certainly get you going, but there are many other steps that are required to really build out your business. In BYOB, I teach you how to do all of that and the other really important steps that you need to know to create a legit business. And there are so many people out there who are trading their time for money, but don't actually have a real business, right? We could call it a side hustle, a side gig, whatever. But I know so many people who clean houses on the side or design websites on the side, take pictures, babysit, dog walk, all these things where people are providing services for money, but they feel like it's not really a legit business. So it's like, if you actually want to build a legitimate business, it's not that hard, right? You need the basics to get started. But for people who have a side gig, right? It's like you're already trading your time for money. So it's just adding in some pieces that you aren't doing, right? Like adding in a name, adding in that legal tax structure, and just like creating a solid foundation. So no matter where you are, whether you're in your 9-to-5 or like you're in corporate, in college, or if you do have a side gig, no matter where you are, you can always add in these pieces to build a legitimate business that is going to be around for the long haul. How would it feel for you to stay exactly where you are right now? Maybe in a day job that feels super unfulfilling and knowing you're meant for more. Or how would it feel to wake up every day knowing that you are in charge of your schedule and knowing that the effort and time you're putting in are going towards building your business and paving the way for the life you actually want? So staying in a job you hate is hard. Staying in a job that you love but know you're meant for more and crave independence, that's hard too. Starting a business will involve you working hard. So it's like, what is the hard that you want to choose? And again, I want to make a clear distinction between the belief that starting a business is hard versus the belief that when you have a business, it will require you to work hard. Those are actually 2 very different things. So starting a business isn't much more difficult than learning any new skill, right? It just requires you to focus your attention and do things differently than you are used to doing. The last thing I want to say is please stop listening to your Aunt Sally tell you starting a business is hard and risky when she has never owned a business. Anyone who's never owned a business, never tried, never started, and they're giving you business advice and it's keeping you from actually starting and pulling the trigger, I want to encourage you to just surround yourself with people who are actually where you want to be and who are entrepreneurs, because they are truly going to be able to help you and give support because they know what it's like to be their own boss and be an entrepreneur. So myth number 2 is that it takes a lot of time to start making money. And depending on the type of business you start, you really don't need very much money when you're just getting started. And in fact, I started my cleaning business for less than $100 to $200. And I started making money my first month. And after that, I was making around like several $1,000s within the first 3 months. I literally went from a broke as fuck college student. I was barely getting by, working my ass off. And yeah, within the first 3 months, I had doubled or tripled what I was making in my part-time job while going to college. So I really focused on long-term success over the short term. And I do believe that is why my first business grew very rapidly. However, entrepreneurship truly is all about the long game because in my opinion, being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle. I knew when I started my first business that I was in this shit for life, right? Like my whole life, I was craving independence and freedom and getting to do what I want when I want it. So once I got a taste of that freedom from entrepreneurship, I knew there was no going back. So I also knew that there was no such thing as failure as long as I didn't give up and just kept going. And I released the pressure on the timing of when things would happen because I do know I'm truly in it for the long haul. My first business I started, like I said, took off really rapidly. So remember, all businesses grow at different speeds. If you offer an innovative service or you are disrupting an industry, it can take some time for people to catch on. Think about the first car to be made. People didn't just rush out and ditch their horse and buggies the first year the car came out. It took years for that big shift to happen from people using horses to mainly automobile transportation. I was talking with my great grandmother and she was telling me about how they would still take their horse into town to go places and other people had cars, right? But it wasn't as soon as the car came out, everyone knew how it was going to change their life and they knew how great it was. They didn't immediately adapt to the new innovative product, right? So I want you to keep that in mind when you do things differently and when you're innovative and are truly disrupting an industry, it can take some time for people to learn the value you offer and how you're going to help solve their problems. There are many things that affect how long it takes a business to reach certain financial milestones, from the cost of entry into the market, the price of their services, if they have a product, like what their business model looks like. It's like so many things. Everyone's business is truly different and unique. And therefore, we all have different timelines for our business. Even if you're starting your second business or third business, you're going to have different timelines, right? So my first business took off rapidly. My online one took off rapidly. And it's been growing nice and steady ever since I started. And with both of those businesses, I had different intentions and goals, and that shaped part of my timeline. And people could look at me and be like, oh my gosh, her online business has grown so fast. And what they might not take into consideration is I've been in business for over 7 years, right? This is not my first business. And I've taken the things I've learned and my strategies and my frameworks from the first 6-figure business I created. And I've used that knowledge in every other business I've created, which is why things happened quicker for my online business. So some questions for you to reflect on are, what does success look like for you? How will you know when you're successful? What are your other measures of success besides monetary success? And I'm going to very quickly walk you through my path to profit formula that I use with all of my coaching clients to help you just see how quick and easy it can be for you to start making money in your business right away. So let's say you're an online service provider and you offer copywriting services and you charge $1,000 for your website package. If your goal is to make $5,000 a month, you would need to have 5 monthly clients, right? So using that number, now you can craft your marketing plan to ensure that you have enough traffic and visibility to bring in that many clients consistently. You know the number you need to have to hit your goal. And therefore, because you know that, you can go out there and implement strategies to make that happen. So I want you to do this exercise and write down how much you charge for your services. Then write down what your financial goal is. So again, for example, maybe you're a photographer and your newborn package is $300 and you want to make $3,000. You're going to take $3,000 divided by the 300. So divide the amount you want to make monthly by the price you charge for your services to see how many clients you need monthly to hit that goal. Hey, Money Rebel, creating your business doesn't have to feel overwhelming. My course, the Be Your Own Boss Bootcamp, is a complete step-by-step system for starting a business that will pave the way for your dream life and give you the freedom to live life by your own rules. This course is where women go from employee to self-employed, and now the waitlist for the Be Your Own Boss Bootcamp is officially open. for joining the waitlist, you will get first access to joining this course and exclusive bonuses. You can join the waitlist by going to www.moneyrebelco.com/BYOB or by clicking the link in the show notes. And now let's get back to the show. So again, take 5 to 10 minutes to do this exercise for each service you offer to see how many clients you need to hit your goal. One last reminder, money is not the gold standard for measuring business success. Do you feel more confident, happy? Do you love what you do? Do you get to control your schedule? Do you feel like you are living in your purpose? Are you helping make an impact in other people's lives? All of those things are way more important for measuring success than money. So myth number 3 is the industry is too saturated and there is no space for you. I hear this all the time. And in my opinion, it is 100% not true at all. Think about how many gas stations there are, how many grocery stores, nail salons, hairstylists. I mean, shoot, sometimes there are even gas stations literally right next to each other. But for some reason, you still choose to go to one over the other. I know for me personally, I have a very specific gas station I go to all of the time. Even though there is one closer to my house, I have my favorite. Why? Because it's clean. The women who work there, they are so nice and their selection is so much better, right? We all have our unique buying preferences. So think about why you choose to go to another nail salon over another one. Why do you choose a certain brand over the other? Why do you like Target more than Walmart, right? All of these things. It's because people have different wants and needs, and because we are all so unique in our own way. And that leaves so many opportunities for entrepreneurs to put their solution and business into the marketplace. And that leaves so many opportunities for you to start your business. An industry will never be too saturated if you take the time to do market research and find a gap. Now that you know that we all have different buying preferences and purchasing behaviors, you can go out and do research to see what your ideal client's buying preferences are. I really hope this is helping you understand why market research eliminates the myth that the industry is too saturated and there is not space for you. And if you're new to this podcast, I talk about market research all the time, guys, probably in every single episode because it is that important. So I hope this is really helping you understand why market research eliminates the myth that the industry is too saturated and that there is no space for you. As long as you take the time to research the industry you're entering, understand who your target market is, what your ideal clients want, and where the gap in your industry is, you can literally create a business based on that research and know that there is demand for what you offer because you took the time to validate it by doing the research and gathering the information from your target audience. For example, you want to start a photography business, but there are 4 other photographers in your town and literally thousands online. So by going out and doing market research, you can find the gap in the photography industry and create your business and literally design it to fill that gap. And by doing that, you will make every part of your business easier. And by default, because your business is innovative and your ideal clients are going to see that, you will be able to attract clients consistently. It is going to make literally every part of your business easier. The only way it's true that an industry is too saturated for your business is if you do zero market research and you just try to copy and paste somebody else's business model, or you only follow the industry standard for what is done in your industry and you aren't being innovative. I mean, think about it. How are you going to stand out by copying what everyone else is doing? You're not. There's more than enough space for you in your industry. And in fact, there are thousands of people out there right now waiting for you to help them because you are the perfect person to help solve their problem. So I hope you have found this helpful. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at The Money Rebel and let me know what you think about these myths. I am also so excited, guys, because the Be Your Own Boss course launches next week. I am just so happy and excited for you to get your hands on this because I have poured so much love and knowledge into this program, making sure it is the best course out there to help you start your business. I have not seen any course that even comes close to BYOB. This course is for you if you are excited about having a step-by-step program to teach you exactly what you need to build a profitable business from the ground up. because BYOB is where women go from 9 to 5 to CEO. The Be Your Own Boss course is a complete step-by-step system for starting a service-based business the easy way. Even if you've been DIYing your biz for years now and you're still feeling super duper stuck, even if you're working in a day job and your business feels like nothing but a pretty fantasy you play in your mind all day, and even if you're not sure it's 100% possible for you yet, BYOB is about helping you start the business that is going to pave the way for your dream life. You get exclusive access to lessons created to guide you every step on the way of building your business. BYOB teaches you how to name your business, teaches you about taxes, registering your business, market research, finding your target market, ideal client, pricing, service menu, website creation, creating your brand, and so much more. There are also 3 bonus training lessons with a lawyer, a tax professional, and my personal graphic designer to make sure you literally have everything you need inside of this course so that you can create a profitable business that is going to give you the freedom you have been craving. You guys, this course is literally everything you need to start your business. I did so many hours of market research to make sure there was absolutely nothing missing or left out. And I promise that if you make the decision to join BYOB, you will absolutely not regret it. BYOB makes starting your business simple, easy, and fun. And you can get your hands on this world-class course by going to www.moneyrebelco.com/BYOB. And BYOB officially launches Monday, September 27th. And I am seriously so excited, you guys. I can't even contain it. If you are interested in joining BYOB, come hang out with me on Instagram or set a reminder on your phone for Monday, September 27th, and head on over to that link to join us inside. And that is all for today's episode, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy this episode, you can help support the podcast by making sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review. Thank you so much, my Money Rebel family, for supporting the show, and tune in next week for another episode.